Investing isn't just about picking the right stock anymore, it's about playing by the right rules. Markets move fast, emotions move faster. But what if your money didn't? Here is the solution. What if your investments were protected by logic, regulated by SEBI, and powered by strategies that work across bull and bear cycles? In the previous video, we explored what specialized investment funds or SIF are and how they're changing the way we invest. To have a look at the previous video, check out the link in the description. But knowing what SIFs are is just the start. Today we go one level deeper, understanding the rules, limits, and tax norms that make SIF so unique. Because in investing, the difference between average and alpha often lies in the fine print. Let's break it down. Now let's talk about what makes SIF structurally different from other investment vehicles and why SEBI has built a unique rule book around them. Distinct SEBI classification. SIF have been carved out as a separate regulatory class by SEBI, different from mutual funds, PMS or AIFs. They operate under a new chapter of rules suited to their model-based, strategy-led nature. This allows SEBI to impose specific norms such as disclosure standards and risk caps without squeezing them into older formats. Minimum investment requirement. To participate in a SIF, the minimum investment is 10 lakh rupees, aggregated per investor across SIF schemes. This barrier is lower than PMS, 50 lakh rupees, or AIFs, 1 crore rupees, making it accessible to upper middle class investors, HNIs, and serious professionals. Short position cap, risk control. SIFs are allowed to take short positions, something mutual funds can't do. But to ensure safety, SEBI has capped unhedged short exposure at 25% of total assets. This means SIFs can hedge risk or pursue contrarian trades, but they can't go overly aggressive, preserving capital protection and risk parity. It's a controlled version of what hedge funds do, but within retail-friendly risk limits. SIF allows the use of derivatives to enhance the return and hedge risk. One such strategy is using short position in a measured fashion. For more information on this topic, please comment down below. Moving on, next we have mandatory transparency. SEBI has made disclosure a core requirement for SIFs. Every fund must declare its investment strategy upfront, publish back-tested performance data, and provide monthly portfolio updates to investors. This is a big upgrade from PMS and AIFs, which often report only semi-annually. With SIFs, you stay informed, empowered, and in control of your investment. Now that you know how SIF work, let's understand what happens when you exit your investment, because taxes matter just as much as returns. Short-term capital gains, STCG. If you sell your SIF units within 12 months of investment, your profit is taxed at a flat rate of 20%, classified as short-term capital gain. Long-term capital gains, LTCG. If you hold your SIF units for more than 12 months, your gains qualify as long-term capital gains and are taxed at a reduced rate of 12.5%. This makes SIFs more attractive for long-term, patient investors, especially compared to other pooled vehicles that don't offer concessional LTCG rates. SIF aren't just another fund. They represent a smarter, structured, SEBI-regulated pathway to wealth creation, blending the best of flexibility, transparency, and strategy. So if you're ready to move beyond market noise and into model-based investing, SIFs could be your edge. Got questions on long-short strategies or SIF categories? Drop them in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SIF Insights, where clarity meets capital.